What's going on, everybody? DJ Minds here. So, lots to talk about in today's video. Basically, I'm selling some of my graphics cards. I've actually already sold a few. It is not all bad, don't worry. I'm not like out of mining, something dramatic like that. But we are allocating funds in different ways. So first, let's just talk about some of the details. So I think I talked about this on one of my live streams. I ended up selling 4 3080s and I think it was 2 3090s. Didn't really want to sell it, but there was an amazing opportunity that came up in the comic book world. I won't bore you of the details, but it was very profitable for me. And I figured, you know what? These GPUs, not really going to be worth my time probably for the next year and a half. But what was worth my time was getting some money for these comic books. It was a great deal, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that same guy, he's actually been trying to buy all of my graphics cards. I have a lot more graphics cards than this. I mean, inside my house, I think most of you know, I've got a bunch of GPUs, just not even mining, not doing anything in pretty much all the rooms. Anyway, so the same guy, he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And don't worry, I'm not selling anything that's a 3070, a 3060 Ti. I'm not selling my A2000. I think I only have one of those. I'm not selling the 1660 Ti's or 5700 XTs just because they're not really worth my time. But he made me an offer. He's like, dude, come on. I guess he flipped them or whatever. He put them on eBay. I don't want to put them on eBay. They take a 15% fee. I do the math. This guy's probably making $100, $75 per GPU. I'm like, you know what, dude, if you're going to buy in bulk, that's fine. I don't care if you make a little bit of money. Now, why am I doing this? Well, as you guys know, I've always said on my channel, I want the money. I don't care how I get the money. If it's mining, if it's buying the coin, if it's whatever it is, if it's doing both that month, there's a lot of variables. But the number one variable, I really had to soul search on this. And my electric rate just got raised to 19 cents. 19 cents, dude. You know, I was doing month on, month off at 16 cents. Some months I was 15 cents. But the electric company is getting worse and worse and worse. And if you guys don't know, I live somewhere in New York. And you guys know New York is pretty rough when it comes to electric. It's a monopoly. There's one company. There is no... It doesn't matter if you're a business. I've already looked into all that. There is no, at least where I live in New York, there's no deals with the electric company. You're going to pay that or you're going to do nothing. So I've been thinking like, dang, dude, is this really worth my time? I mean, what is the point of having all these GPUs if I literally am unable to mine? I mean, I can mine, but it's at such a significant loss, right? If you think about it, I mean, my last electric bill without the ASICs, if I include the ASICs, forget about it. But just the GPUs was like $1,200. And my yield was dog shit. And I was like, dang, dude, like, I'm not even getting a good yield for the amount of money that I'm paying. Like, I mean, I was running like 130 GPUs. I have almost 200, not anymore because I sold like 10. But I was like, dude, this is not good yield. And, you know, you look at people like Red Panda, Hobbyist, excuse me, for having hiccups. These guys are getting insane yields for dirt cheap, right? And I'm just like, man, I'm literally paying more than triple. Think about that. I'm paying more than 3 times in electricity than they are for the same amount of coin. And I'm like, this is not a good decision, right? Like, I have to make good decisions that make sense and most importantly, make me the most money, right? Because the wealth is made right now in the bear market. And, you know, these GPUs, they're just going to sit here until probably the end of 24 and then things will start picking up. But I'm like, dude, that's foolish. Why would I try to start mining again right now and pay these crazy prices when I could just go buy Dynex? I could go buy Caspa. Now, like I said, I am still going to be keeping all the 3070s if and when mining becomes super amazing at the end of 24 or the beginning of 2025. We'll turn them all on. I'm sure I'll take a big loss on a lot of the electric, but who knows what will happen at the time. But what am I really seeing? Where's the potential? Where can you still be involved in these proof of work coins and in cryptocurrency if you have a high electric rate? It's buying the coin. So what I'm going to get from just the 3080s, I'm not selling anything that I really love. I don't really love my 3080s, to be honest with you. They're just so hot. They use so much power. I'm going to be selling those for around $6,200 or something. So it's a really good deal. Again, you know, it doesn't really hurt me. Again, I have almost 200 graphics cards. Selling another, I think it's 15 GPUs or something, 14, whatever it is, I don't remember. It's not a big deal. It's not really going to change the operation. We have most of our operation. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take that $6,000. And I told most of you, I'm still waiting on my money to clear. I sold one of my properties, just some land. We're going to profit about $3,000. I owned the property for like a year and a half. Didn't end up building anything on it because the electricity in the Northeast is insane. Ask Chump Change, ask some people who live in the Northeast, man. Electric rates are just going crazy, and we're pretty much monopolized across the board. I am very envious of people who live in like South Dakota, Pennsylvania, North Dakota, Texas, right? Those guys, that's awesome, man, that they can like shop around. But the writing is on the wall, at least for people in my situation, that the electric companies, they're just not going to bring the price down, right? So I'm not going to cry about it. We just have to adjust to the market, right? Whatever situation you're in, there's money to be made. But if I try to marry these that are just sitting here, like I said, I was doing month on, month off at 16 cents, but now we're at 19. I just saw an article that says National Grid is going to be raising up to 30% more by the winter. 30% more. I don't know what that is off of 19 cents. Feel free to comment what 30% extra is on top of 19 cents. But we're going to be in the 20s soon, dude. And okay, this is not okay with me, right? So you could cry about it, you can whine about your electric rate, or you can do something about it. And my original goal was to just hold all these GPUs, maybe sell them for 2 or 3 times in the next bull run. That was the goal. Maybe I'll end up doing that with all the rest of the 3070s. I have a ton of 3070s and 3060 Ti, at least like 110 or something. I don't know. I got a bunch of those. So I will hodl all those unless GPU prices go crazy soon, which I don't think they will. But if they do, I'll be willing to sell them. Absolutely. But with Newegg being able to upgrade, now, I don't know. Have you guys seen that? You can upgrade your old GPUs through the Newegg system and get a new GPU, which I don't know. I don't think that's a good thing for most people that are keeping the old hardware, but that's not really what this video is about. Anyways, what am I going to do with the money? So I'm going to get about, after profit, about around $19,000 to $20,000. I don't want to fully disclose the number from the land just because I don't want people to look it up. So we'll call it $19,500 from that, from these GPUs, which this one's really not profit, to be honest with you. Another 6Gs, we're talking roughly $25,000, $26,000. Now, I'm going to take that $25,000, $26,000 and I'm going to buy altcoins. Now, I'd love to hear from all of you what altcoins you think I should be buying. Now, if you remember a couple months ago, I ended up purchasing an entire Bitcoin. I think it was in the $29,000 range, something around there. So I already own a Bitcoin, so I'm confident on Bitcoin. I love my Bitcoin. I'm good for the bull run. But now I want to buy some more of these some more of these altcoins, right? I'm looking at Kaspa. I'm looking at Dynex. And those probably be the big two. Again, let me know in the comment section what you would do with $25,000 in altcoins. But I'm thinking Dynex, Kaspa, maybe 7 to 10,000 or each, something around there. I'm not really sure. And then the rest, a couple lottery plays, maybe $1,000 in Clorei or $2,000 in Clorei, and then maybe a couple other little smaller projects, $1,000. I don't know. I'll figure that out. But I'd love to hear from all of you. I just wanted to give you an update, man. Yes, we are still pro crypto. I will always be pro crypto, whether I'm mining it or I'm buying it. I don't care. I really don't care. Whatever the situation is, the goal is to make as much money as we possibly can. Let me know what you would do in my situation if you knew you had 19 cents and you're about to be raised an additional 30%. Because here's the thing, man. Here's something that I think a lot of new people don't consider. And, obviously last bull run, I was newer to, or new to mining for sure, is it becomes a bill, right? You ever felt like that? I'm sure if you have cheap electric, it doesn't feel like a bill for you. But, if you're like me, 12 cents or 15 or 20 or, like Chump Change, I think he's at like 25, right? It becomes a bill. It's like, you buy the hardware, which is super expensive, and then it's like how you get a phone bill or like an internet bill or an insurance bill. It keeps coming in every single month. And it's like, dang, dude, is this a good decision? Is that really investing? I mean, it's fun. I love to do it. I love to mine. I still have a rig upstairs that I just let run on Dynex to keep us warm. And that's one exciting thing. That's another reason I want to keep most of my GPUs, especially throughout this winter, is just to keep the house warm. But I don't want this bill lingering over me, man. It's just irritating. You know, I do the math. Like I said, it was $1,200 last month, and then other people are paying $400, dude. Like, I can't imagine having a $400 electric bill. That would be amazing to run so many GPUs at like $400 or $500. Anyways, it's not about that. Just trying to keep you guys updated, show you kind of what's going on in my life. I know I haven't been making as many videos as I normally have. I am pro proof of work, going to continue the proof of work grind. We're going to keep all the efficient GPUs. But listen, man, if somebody's offering big money, I'm going to take it. Anything is for sale. By the way, after this guy picks up some of the GPUs tomorrow, I should have about 2 Octominers for sale. Now, I paid in the bull run, like I think after shipping anywhere from $900 to $1,000. The actual machines were like $600 to $650, but with shipping it was $300. So we'll call it $900 a pop for these. If anybody ever wants to buy them and they live in New York, I'm not gonna sell all of them. I'll sell the 2. I think I'll have 2 that are empty. It's not much, man, out of my farm. If you ever want to buy them, feel free, make me an offer. I'm not asking for much. Maybe, I don't know, $300. How about that? $300 each. That's super fair, bro. That's like a third of what I paid. Now, you'd have to pick them up because to ship them, I'd have to charge, I don't know, man, like $70. I don't know. It'd be expensive, but we could talk about that. Feel free to DM me. Join me on Discord. Check me out on Twitter. Love every single one of you, man. Please get ready for the Bitcoin halving, which is in April. Then we should see a nice dip for a couple months. And then after that, boys, bull run. Please get your grind on, man. Get a second job. Get a side hustle. Use free cash. I don't know. Whatever the hell you want to use, man. Whatever you want to do, man. Go cut grass. Go plow snow. I encourage all of you, man. Let's get this money. However you got to do it, whether it's mining, whether it's buying the coin, or it's doing both. Whatever it is, dude, trust me. Don't think about it as like, oh, I'm putting $20 into Bitcoin. Think about what that $20 is going to be. I'm putting $20 into Bitcoin, and later it's going to be worth $60, $80. That's how you have to think, man. This is the time to eat sandwiches, okay? Go to Walmart, get some sandwiches, some ham, some cheese, some wheat bread, and eat that shit if you're broke. Nobody wants to hear your excuses, man. Do it. Trust me. The bear run will be over before you know it. Love you guys. Peace.